Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In continuation of previous video, we learn few more basic integration question today. And in the last video, what I've done is I've solved some question. I gave you some question to try on your own. We follow the same methodology, and that's what I call as learning to learn. Also, if you like my content, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe the channel. Let's start. If you observe on the screen, there are 10 questions. We have divided them into 3 categories. Why? So the first category, if you observe, we have questions which is integration of 1 by 1 plus sin x or 1 by 1 minus sin x. Next is 1 by 1 plus cos x or 1 by 1 minus cos x. So the question you should ask here is there a something similar technique by which we can solve this question? Answer is yes. We just have to multiply and divide by conjugate of the denominator. That's the methodology, multiply and divide by conjugate of denominator. And use this technique, you can solve all these 4 questions. Next, if you just observe question number 5, 6, 7, 8, they are also categorized separately. What to do here? You just need to remember that if you just multiply and divide by 2 here, what you get here is you get something like 2 sin A cos B. Do you remember the formula for 2 sin A cos B? Yes, some people are managing to recall. Yes, that is what I call as active recall. Just try to recall what is 2 sin A cos B. Some of you got it. 2 sin A cos B is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. So I'm going to use the same concept. I'm going to multiply here everywhere 2. So we get something like 2 cos A sin B or 2 cos A cos B or 2 sin A sin B. And then using this trigonometric formula, we solve this further. Next, if you observe, the third category is question number 9 and 10. If you observe, denominator is same, sin square x, cos square x, both the places. So something I'm going to use here in the numerator, some basic concept we can use here in the numerator. At the place of 1 and at the place of cos 2x, I'm going to use some trigonometric formula. Which formula? Let's wait till the end of the video to find out. So what I'll do here is I'll solve some question. Let me start with question number 1. I'll be doing question number 1, question number 5 and question number 9 in this video. And you have to try the remaining question, and what answers you are getting, you can mail me on my email address. My email address is given in the description box below. Let's start. So the question we have here is integration of 1 by 1 plus sin x. Not necessary you'll get sin x, it can be sin 2x, it can be sin 3x, anything, angle can change. But the methodology remains same. What we do here is we multiply and divide by conjugate of the denominator. So what is conjugate of 1 plus sin x? Conjugate of 1 plus sin x is 1 minus sin x. So we just multiply and divide by 1 minus sin x. So what will happen? If you observe, now denominator will have 1 plus sin x, 1 minus sin x, which is in the form of a plus b, a minus b. So a plus b, a minus b, I am going to write as a square minus b square, that is 1 minus sin square x. Numerator we keep it as it is, 1 minus sin x without any change. What I do next here is I am just going to write, instead of 1 minus sin square x, I am just going to write in the denominator cos square x. Numerator we keeping still as it is, 1 minus sin x. What next? I just make sure to take separate part. So 1 by cos square x, I am taking it separately, minus sin x, but in the denominator I am writing cos square x as cos x into cos x. So what I'll do here is, I just want you to observe here that this cos square x goes in the numerator. I can write it as sec square x. This cos x goes in the numerator. I can write as sec x. And I just want you to observe that this sine by cos x, I'm going to write as tan x. So what we have got now? We got sec square x minus sec x tan x dx. Do I have the formula for integration of sec square x? Yes, integration of sec square x is nothing but just tan x. Do we have formula for integration of sec x tan x? Yes, integration of sec x tan x is nothing but just sec x. So we get tan x minus sec x plus c, and that's my answer. So the question here is very simple. What we have to do here is, if the question would have been 1 minus sin x, I will do the same method, multiply divide by 1 plus sin x instead of 1 minus sin x. In this question, what we have done here is, we just multiply divide by 1 minus sin x, because the conjugate of the denominator was 1 minus sin x. So methodology is same in all the 4 question of the first category. I did first one, try the remaining 3. Let's start the next question. Next question is very interesting. We have integration of sine 7x cos 3x. As discussed earlier, I will be using trigonometric formula of 2 sine a cos b. Do you remember what is 2 sine a cos b? It is sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. I'll be using this particular formula to solve this question. Now I just also want you to observe that to apply this formula we need 2. But do I have 2 in the question here? No, we don't have. So the first step will be just multiply and divide by 2. So if I multiply and divide by 2, I can very easily apply the formula. So we get 2 sine 7x cos 3x dx. We just apply the formula here, 2 sine a cos b. So I'm just keeping this half as it is. Apply the formula, we get sine 7 plus 3, I'm writing as 10x, plus sine 7 minus 3, will get 4x here. We just need to now integrate, that's it. How we integrate this? What I'll do here is, keeping half as it is, integration of sine 10x will be minus cos of 10x. Now a lot of students actually forget to divide by 10 here, because it's a coefficient. Don't forget to divide by it. So next thing will be minus of, we get cos 4x, and again same thing, don't forget to divide by 4 plus c, and that's the answer of this question. Very simple. You just have to remember the formula of 2 sine a cos b. Again, important thing is that you should remember that here very important thing we did in the beginning is multiply and divide by 2, because the formula needed 2 sine a cos b, right? So again, if you just remember formula for 2 cos a sine b, 2 cos a cos b, 2 sine a sine b, you will be able to solve all the remaining 3 questions also. Try those 3 questions now only, so that you don't forget. Let's solve the next question. We have to integrate 1 by sine square x cos square x. Why this question is very interesting is because of its first step. What is the first step of this question will be? It's very easy to write sine square x plus cos square x as 1, but to write 1 as sine square x plus cos square x is not easy to recall in the exam. That's why this question is very interesting. Some teachers like this question very much, so they ask this question or the concept involving this question in the exam. There are 5 magical things. We'll discuss this as we proceed in the integration. One of this is writing 1 as sine square x plus cos square x. I call this as magical step. It's like removing rabbit out of the hat. So what next? Next is now very easy. We do sine square x upon denominator separately and cos square x upon denominator separately. We can very easily cancel out sine square x from the first part and cos square x from the second part. So we are just left with integration of 1 by cos square x plus 1 by sine square x dx. Cos square x goes in the numerator, we get sec square x. Sine square x goes in the numerator, we get cosec square x. We just have to integrate. Remember the formula. Integration of sec square x is nothing but tan x. Integration of cosec square x is nothing but minus cot x plus c. We write everywhere in the integration. That's it. Problem is solved. So the question here is, will you be able to remember this first step, that is replacing 1 with sine square x plus cos square x? So teachers like to ask such questions where we have to replace 1 with 5 different things. 1 can be written as sine square x plus cos square x, as in this question. 1 also can be written as sec square x minus tan square x, also cosec square x minus cot square x. 1 at time is also written as tan 45 degree, or 1 also written as log of e. So there are various things we actually replace 1 with in various questions. This question is of this type. Now only one question is left, question number 10, which is integration of cos 2x upon sine square x cos square x. If I have to give you hint, think what you can write at the place of cos 2x, and you can solve this question easily. So friends, that's it for the day. In our next video, we will learn how to solve problem depending on the concept integration of f dash x by fx equal to log mod fx. Very interesting question. Stay tuned to my channel, subscribe it, so that the moment I put the video, you'll come to know. And let's rock this year board exam. Integration is very easy chapter. Let's learn it systematically. And integration you have to use in definite integration, differential equation, application of integration also. Soon we will be starting some questions from the JEE mains papers also. The previous year papers will solve. And stay tuned to the channel and make sure that you hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe this channel. Thank you and bye for now.